And I'm definitely in a place now where I'm kind of feeling a bit stuck. Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Carmel, and in today's video we have a really fun video where I'm going to be answering some questions to a really fun tag. Well, I hope it's going to be fun because this tag is called Beauty YouTuber Confessions. So this was created by Gemma over at The Pampered Wolf, and I have been tagged in on this tag. And I'm a little bit scared, but also excited to answer these questions as honestly as I can. So if that sounds like something that you might be interested in, then please do keep on watching. So as I said, these questions were created by Gemma over at The Pampered Wolf. I'm sure you all know who she is and you follow her, but if you don't, I will link her channel below. So she came up with 15 questions, which are, some of them are quite personal and relate to life as a content creator in the beauty niche on YouTube. So there are 15 questions, and I think she said to pick 10 to answer, but you know what? We'll just answer all 15. I don't think it'll take me very long, and I'm feeling particularly honest today. Let's just dive in with question number 1, and it is, if you could only use one high-end product for the next 5 years and the rest must be affordable, which high-end product would you choose? Do you know what? I'm not even going to choose makeup. I would not care if you told me that I could not use high-end makeup for the next 5 years or ever, because I'm telling you, drugstore and affordable makeup has literally come on leaps and bounds in the last 5 years. And I would be absolutely happy to use just affordable drugstore. So taking away every single high-end item from me doesn't bother me. So I'm going to talk products instead of makeup. And I think one product that I would choose to keep would be my ZIIP Halo. I love my ZIIP Halo. This was gifted to me way over a year ago now, and it has been an item that I continue to use. So I use it about 5 times a week. Now I only really use it on my lower face and across my cheeks, and it's not got rid of my jowls or anything like that. I mean, they're still there, but I do feel like it gives me a little bit more of a snatched appearance. It could be placebo, who knows? But I genuinely feel the difference. But using a device like that is very much like going to the gym. You need to be doing it consistently. So yeah, I take it away on holiday with me and I stick to using it 5 times a week. I think if you're going to invest in a product like that, you have to invest the time in it. And if you're not going to, then don't bother. I love that device, and that's the only thing I would choose, I think. That or my dreamy hair styler. I also love that. But the ZIIP, I do love it. So number 2, what beauty trends do you secretly hate but see everyone doing? Do you know what? I do not get bogged down in beauty trends at all. And actually, I would never comment on how somebody does their makeup because makeup is very personal. It's a form of self-expression. So I would never say that I wanted a beauty trend to die. Or actually, maybe I would. There's one thing that really does upset me within the beauty community and especially on social media, and it's the trend of perfect skin. And it's obviously comes from using filters and skin softeners on their cameras and on their phones. And it happens. And that is the only one thing that really does bother me in the beauty community as a content creator and as a viewer. Because there's so many times I will pop onto Instagram, and even some days I will go onto TikTok if I'm trying to look for a shade comparison of some sort. And it's very rare to find people who don't have perfect looking skin because they use filters. And do you know what? They're very good filters because they don't look like filters. So it just looks like they've got perfect skin from using that certain product or whatever. And it's just not real. And obviously it bothers me as a content creator because I come on here with, look at my skin. You can see every bit of my skin. You can see my hyperpigmentation, my broken capillaries, anything that's flawed, my dark under eyes. You can still see it through my concealer here. But what bothers me the most is my daughter growing up and watching that kind of stuff. Now, my daughter she's almost 11. She's not into makeup at all. But she likes a lip balm and whatever. And I can see her getting more into her appearance. And I know she's so gullible that she will believe everything that she watches. So that does bother me. That's the only trend. It's the trend of perfection that I wish would go away forever because it doesn't exist. So question 3, what's one makeup skincare tip that you wish everyone knew? My automatic answer to that is that SPF will save you and your skin. But I think everybody really should know that by now. But I think if I could give one skincare tip, it would be to exfoliate your face. And I'm not talking St. Ives scrub. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a gentle liquid exfoliation a couple of times a week can absolutely transform your makeup and skincare game. And I know that because I've experienced it. So a few years ago, maybe 5 years ago, no matter what foundation I would put on my skin, it would look awful. And especially kind of around my chin, around my nose. And I didn't realize that I had something called sebaceous filaments. To put it in simple terms, texture on my skin. And nothing I did was helping. Primers, whatever, until I started using a really gentle exfoliant, salicylic acid basically, across my chin, across my pores. And oh my gosh, absolutely transformed everything. Because look, you can have the most expensive, you can have the best makeup on the actual planet, but if your skin is not skinning, I hate that. Why did I say that? If your skin is not in the best place, then it doesn't matter what you put on top of it. It will never look good. And salicylic acid, I feel like, resurfaces the skin, cleans out the pores, it brightens the skin. And it's changed my life. It has changed my life. My favorite one is this by Paula's Choice. This lasts forever because I only use it 2-3 times a week. Don't use it under your eyes. I use it across my chin, use it across my pores, and it is transformative. It doesn't have to be that one because that's a bit pricier, but you can get a salicylic acid, I'm pretty sure, from The Ordinary. It doesn't matter what price point. That's just my favorite and my most repurchased. I wish everybody knew that if you took care of your skin, if you treated that before you put makeup on, it would change everything and for the better. So question number 4, have you ever given a product a positive review when you thought it was rubbish? Absolutely not. There's this running joke with me and my loved ones, especially my husband and my friends, that my face just always tells a story. So even if I'm with strangers and I don't really like what they're saying, I cannot control my face. I am very honest to the point of it's definitely got me into trouble at some points in my life because I've been too honest. I've definitely learned and I'm learning how to deal with trying not to be so honest sometimes. I mean, I don't know if you are aware of this because I don't really talk about it a lot, but I have never accepted a sponsorship on this channel and I get offered several daily, and I have had some really great offers, but it has to be something that I really align with, that I really believe in, and that really would suit you as my viewers as well. I have never been in this to make money and to sell you products. And I would be really shocked if anyone came away from my videos and said, gosh, she was just trying to sell us all that makeup. I would be really, really surprised because I really pride myself on being true and honest, and the thoughts of saying that something was good or even decent when I didn't really think it. No, it's just too alien for me. My brain cannot compute that, and my face would definitely not agree. You'd be able to tell because I can't control my face. It's uncontrollable. Number 5, what is the weirdest thing you've ever kept in your makeup bag? I don't think I ever have anything weird in my makeup bag. I mean, there's a couple of things I usually always carry with me. Number 1, tweezers. I don't know if you have this problem, but I have so many hairs on my chin. I really should get lasered, but I'm just so lazy. And plus it costs so much money. I can get really long hairs on my chin. And if I spot one when I'm out and I can't do anything about it, that will literally ruin my day. So I carry tweezers around with me a lot. And also I will carry safety pins around with me, especially when going to events, because I'd be worried about something ripping. That has happened to me before, where I've had a rip at the back of my dress on my way to an event. I remember it very vividly, but I think just having a safety pin on hand just in case anything rips and you can, patch it up temporarily would be the ideal situation. So yes, tweezers and a safety pin of some sort, because you just never know. Sometimes our outfits can do us dirty, and it's happened to me and it was traumatic. So yeah, be prepared for that. Number 6, what makeup tool do you absolutely refuse to use? I don't think there's any makeup tool that I refuse to use. I sometimes think I'm different to other people because I don't use sponges. And I often get that comment in my comment sections, just use a sponge, it's much better. I used to use sponges maybe back in 2016, that era when everybody was using sponges, but I don't know why. I just don't like it. I just don't like using them. I find them faffy. I just feel like I get more of an even and smooth coverage with a brush. It's just a personal preference. So I can't ever imagine I'll be that type of person that will go back to using sponges. You're either a sponge girl or you're not. I just don't enjoy using them. Yeah, so I think if I had to choose something, it would be that. I don't want to use sponges. I don't like them. Number 7, which sort of comments annoy you the most? Oh, there's lots. There's lots of comments that annoy me. If I was to pick the most that annoy me, number 1 would be when let's say I'm reviewing a specific foundation and the video is all about that foundation, and I do swatches and comparisons and they still ask me what shade I'm using. Why? Why? And the second type of comment that annoys me, that really winds me up, is that my videos are too long. I know they're long because I create long form content. If you want to watch short form, please go and watch Instagram, go to TikTok, go to those kind of platforms because they're designed for short form viewing. And I know that they're the type of people that will have clicked through my video and will make sure that my video doesn't perform, because I don't know if you know this. If you watch just little bits of a video, that goes against the content creator because YouTube will see that the viewers are not interested in watching that video. So obviously the longer that you watch of a video, the better. So I know that person's just clicked into the video, watched a couple of minutes and then gone. And that hurts my channel. It hurts my heart and my channel. But look, that is the struggle of a content creator on YouTube. I just can't help it. I chat. I know I chat too much. I chat and I like to be thorough in my reviews. You can't have it all. I guess if you just want to see shades, TikTok's probably the best place, isn't it? But yeah, they're the type of comments that really wind me up. Number 8, do you ever feel pressure to always look perfect on camera? Yeah, so I think that going back to my point about perfection online, I definitely think there's a level of pressure to look decent, to look polished. But at the same time, I also want to be real. I think I was a lot harder on myself at the beginning of my channel. Now I'm not as bothered. Put it this way, there's nothing worse than sitting and watching yourself, like editing videos of yourself several times a week and watching every bit of your face and overanalyzing it and thinking, oh my gosh, look at your lipstick there. And I know that when I'm editing this video, I'll be like, oh my gosh, look at your under eyes, look at your face, it wasn't great. And there will always be that. I will always be critical of myself. It's just a natural human thing to do, especially when you are editing yourself. I don't see perfected faces in real life. I only see them online. And I really don't want to fall into that trap of promoting perfection because, again, it doesn't exist. So yeah, I think the pressure is there as a beauty content creator, but at the same time, I would much rather just be real, a real human being with a real actual face. Number 9, what step in your makeup skincare routine can you not skip under any circumstance? Eyebrows. I can go without anything on my face, but I have to do my eyebrows because I don't have any. In fact, someone said the other day, Carmel, I thought you said you had no eyebrows, but look at your eyebrows. They're absolutely fake. I have to draw them on. I plucked my eyebrows out in the 90s, and I look at my daughter who's 11, and I had those eyebrows once upon a time. They're amazing, big bushy brows. I will fight the tweezers out of her hands. When the time comes, I really will. I cannot go out without my eyebrows done. I will go out without concealer on, foundation. I mean, I would prefer not to go out without concealer on, to be quite honest, but brows are non-negotiable. So yes, eyebrows and also SPF. So if I had to pick brows and SPF, cannot be without. Number 10, what is the most asked question or most frequent comment in your comment section? So I've spoken about comments previously. So I think a couple of comments would be that I talk too much. And when another comment that I do get quite a lot is that I looked good without the makeup. Like I look better without the makeup. And I know that when people say that they are being kind, that they are saying, gosh, you look really nice without any makeup on. But some people say it in a way that makes me think that I look terrible with makeup on. And to say that to a beauty content creator, that they look better without the makeup, or look better without makeup in general, you are basically telling them that they are wasting their time, that they shouldn't be doing what they're doing. I do find that comment nice, but at the same time, it does hurt me a bit, because I think, if I look that bad with makeup on, why am I bothering? Maybe that's why I'm not gaining that much success as a content creator on YouTube. So it does make me question things, but that comment does conflict me quite a lot. Number 11, do you ever censor what you say about your personal life for your audience? Oh, 100%. I mean, no, I don't censor what I say. I censor what I show. So I'll never show my kids online on here. I mean, I used to post them on my social media when I used to post on social media. The last time I posted on social media outside of YouTube was 2020. And I used to post my kids on Facebook and Instagram. I wouldn't do that now. That's just a personal choice. Lots of reasons, wanting to keep them private. But the main reason is that they have not consented. And, when it comes to a 10-year-old and a 7-year-old, they can't make those decisions. And it's up to me to protect them. And you never know who's watching your videos. And once you put something else on the internet, it's there forever. So I definitely censor my family in that sense. But I think apart from that, I'm very open and honest with you. I mean, you've all been there with my struggles, with my estrangement from my mum. I've told you all about that. I opened up to you about my dad and when he was trapped in Iran during the war. You all went through that with me. So as in personal things from me, I will definitely be open and honest with you, because I think we have built up that relationship. I know it's so parasocial, but I have such a connection with so many of you. Sometimes it's nice to get a little bit back from me about what's going on with me. And some people are bothered and some people are not bothered. Some people don't want to hear anything about my private life. And I get that. But I don't mind sharing once in a while at all. So yeah, I think there's a bit of both, bit of censoring and a bit of openness. And I think that's a nice balance. Next question. Do you ever feel insecure about posting a video every single time? So I don't know if you know how YouTube works, or if you're not a YouTuber, you won't know. But basically, you don't just upload it and then post it straight away. Well, I don't anyway. There's a big process to uploading a video and then producing all the literature and all the settings and all the rest. I have my videos scheduled and they always go out at the same time. So 6 p.m. BST on a Monday and a Thursday. But I have my videos scheduled. So I try to work like a week and a half, 2 weeks in advance. And I will know when it hits 6 p.m. So I might be cooking dinner. I might be at the side of a football pitch, watching my kids. And I'll know that that video is going live at that time. And it always makes me feel sick. It does. I always worry about the videos that I post, because you know that you're going to get regular viewers coming back to your channel, but you also are going to get randoms coming to your channel, and they will be maybe a little bit rude, maybe a little bit harsh. And I always worry. I don't like negative comments. Who does? I am insecure definitely about posting videos, and I don't think that'll ever leave me. Putting yourself out there online is a massive big thing, and it honestly has got a little bit easier, but I don't think that will ever leave me. Number 13, what is your biggest YouTube regret? So I've seen a few people answer this question, and a lot of people have gone back to saying, oh, I wish I'd have started YouTube sooner. I started YouTube at the age of 40. Well, I was just turning 41, I think. And I'm going to be really honest with you. This is called confessions. So I'm going to be really honest with you. Sometimes I have regret that I started it. Now, before you get offended, just hear me out. I just posted that first video because I was so obsessed with YouTube and beauty YouTube, and I didn't think about the long-term impact of posting my first video. I didn't realize I'd get sucked into it as much as I have. I thought I would post a video and nobody would watch it. I'd never understood analytics, figures, numbers. I wasn't focused on that at all. I wasn't getting into YouTube to make money, put it that way. I didn't even know what the financial implications were and how you could make money on YouTube. So I didn't really think of the long-term impact. Now, here's the thing. I love doing this. I love filming. I love editing, actually. I really enjoy it. I love communicating with you. That's my favorite thing, okay? If you look at my comment section, I always do my best within the first 24 to 48 hours to speak to people. And believe it or not, like, filming and editing can be challenging and time consuming. And I do feel like it takes over my life sometimes. And honestly, sometimes when the views are rubbish, I think to myself, what am I doing? What am I doing? Because growth, unless you have a viral video, which I never have, I've never had a viral video. Unless you have a viral video, your growth is going to be slow. And I've never promoted my YouTube channel. No one knows. I've got a small group of friends who know about it. And that took me a long time to tell them. My husband knows, no one else knows. I don't know where I'm going with it. I can't ever see myself being a full-time content creator. I mean, obviously I earn money now and it's great, but if you compare it to the work that I actually put into it, and also I buy the products myself, obviously I do get PR here and there, but not as much as obviously big content creators. So sometimes I do think to myself, is this going to go anywhere for me? And sometimes I regret getting into it because I can't see myself getting out of it now. But I understand now why some content creators just disappear, why they don't give any explanation and they just go, they just leave. And I understand why, because this can be a crushing job. So it's great when you're getting the views, but when you have a video that doesn't even get 1,000 views, that is pretty crushing. And it is, yeah, you just think to yourself, okay, so my viewers don't actually want to watch my content. And you start questioning yourself and questioning everything. But sometimes I feel like I'm stuck, and I'm definitely in a place now where I'm kind of feeling a bit stuck and feeling like I'm not making any progress. But yeah, it does seem sometimes like I'm a bit stuck and I don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, just being honest. But it's nothing to do with you. I love the relationship I have with you, and I wouldn't give that up anytime soon. Number 14, if people bumped into you in real life, what would surprise them the most? I think the first thing that would probably surprise you is that I'm really tall. So I am almost 5'10". So I think a lot of people would probably be surprised that I'm tall because, you can't really figure it out on camera, can you, if somebody's going to be tall or not? And also that I'm quite loud. Not that I'm Larry, but I have quite a loud voice, and I've always have. I hate my voice. I hate listening to myself. I hate editing myself and having to listen to myself speak. But I have quite a big voice, and I always have. And I think that a lot of people would probably, well, I get this all the time. You're so calming. That's another comment I get. You're so calming. Your videos are so chill and calm. I am not calm or chill. And I don't understand how people would find my voice calming. So I think that would surprise you, that I'm quite loud in real life and not as calm as what I appear in my videos. Number 15, what is the most unflattering comment about your appearance that has stuck with you? So I'm going to answer this as a content creator. Yeah, I have comments about my appearance, negative and positive. And before I started this channel, I actually would have thought that negative comments about my appearance would have affected me more, but actually it doesn't bother me massively because I can own my flaws. There was one comment in particular about my appearance that I was really not expecting, and they said that it's funny now. They said that my eyes were deformed because I have deep set eyes. So basically, my brow bone protrudes and my eyes are really set back in my head. And that annoyed me. That really, I don't even think I replied to them, or maybe I did, but they told me that I needed plastic surgery and that it would make me look more youthful. And that kind of did hurt my feelings a bit for a little bit. And then I thought to myself, why has that bothered you? Because I'm not deformed. I have normal eyes. I like my deep set eyes. I don't let it bother me. And although it did sting a bit, that comment that someone told me that I needed plastic surgery, it didn't bother me enough to let it affect me. But for some reason, I still remember that comment because I think it was so drastic. I wasn't expecting it. And I just thought to myself, how can you do that? How can you literally call someone deformed and tell them they need plastic surgery? How can that come out of your mouth or out from your fingers? It just baffles me that someone would say that. So yeah, that stuck with me, but it doesn't bother me, if that makes sense. I will always remember it, but yeah, sometimes the nicest thing is to say nothing, isn't it? Whether you're behind a keyboard or in front of that person, you don't always have to say what's on your mind. So that is the end of the questions. And do you know what? I think that is enjoyable. And I think it's nice to take a break from dealing with actual makeup reviews and just have a chat about things that do relate to beauty but are a little bit more personal and a little bit more thought-provoking. So I am going to tag a couple of my friends in the comment section, Millie Davison, and I'm also going to tag Rhoda over at Paint the Pace as well, of course. I would love to hear what their answers are. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. I so appreciate you being here with me. I'm really looking forward to seeing you in the next video. But until then, take care and bye for now.